Manipulating your emotional behaviour is self-destructive. I want to give a little example as to why that is the case. And this is partly about emotional authenticity, but it's also partly about logic. So if you imagine that this is a set of circumstances that makes you really happy, and this is a set of circumstances that makes you really miserable, then you can compare these circumstances and you can engineer your life so that you have a lot of this and very little of that. And that's the point of having negative emotions, is that you know what you need to exclude. Positive emotions, you know what you want to include. So now let's imagine a person who thinks that they have to pretend to be happy all the time. For some people, they think this is just a form of politeness. But I want to describe to you why it is that pretending to be happy will make you miserable. So here we've got a set of circumstances that make me happy, and here we've got a circumstance that makes me miserable, but I feel obligated to pretend to be happy then. If I do this all the time, what I'm doing is I'm blurring my own capacity to be able to distinguish what makes me happy and what makes me miserable. If I pretend to be happy all the time, my ability to determine the causality of my own well-being gets slowly degraded. I gradually lose the ability to be able to proactively bring positive things into my life and exclude negative things. This is about emotional authenticity, accepting that anxiety, anger, and sadness are not bad emotions. They're there to tell you about things that need to be changed. And if you pretend to be happy all the time, you lose the capacity to know that. But it's also about logic, because my understanding of an emotional state is derived from behaviour. When I pretend with behaviour, I'm deriving my understanding from false information. If I'm deriving it from false information, then it's not irrational for me to misunderstand an emotion. I'm simply gathering my data with a lot of false information in it, and then I misunderstand my emotion. So pretending to be happy is not a good thing, and that's something you want to try and exclude from your life. Emotional authenticity is the way to personal growth, and it's the way to understanding how to regulate your life and bring about the maximum benefit for yourself and the people you share your life with.